wonderful!
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Good Bit Podcast. My name is Chris Moffat. I am your host, the face that runs the place, and today is a reunion of sorts. It is, of course, episode number 27, a movie chatter catch-up featuring the two original hosts of the Good Bit Podcast, myself, Chris Moffat, the face that runs the place, and of course the OG, Mr. Aaron Dockard, returns to the Good Bit here for episode number 27, and I cannot wait to catch up with my boy Aaron D, who myself and Aaron started the podcast back in 2016. We did 10 episodes together. He left, moved down south, moved down to London to be a successful person. I stayed up here and continued the podcast on my own like a unsuccessful person. And he is now back all these episodes later for a sit-down one-to-one chat all about the movies, theatre and music that we have been watching over the past couple of months whilst we have been away. Of course, he's been back a few times. He was back on episode 20 to review Baby Driver. So if you enjoy his voice, you can go check that one out. Plus the other episodes that he's been in, 1 to 10, which you can find most of them on YouTube now, and some still on iTunes as well. He was also on episode number 13, which was our top 10 films of 2016 episode, which was good back in January. Hoping to do that again this upcoming January for our top 10 of 2017. Hopefully again featuring the returning Aaron Dockard. But in terms of myself and Aaron sitting down face to face across the table with two separate microphones and talking about movies, music, theatre, television and life itself, this is the first time since the summer of or September of 2016. So almost over a year now. Over a year since this has happened, so it's history in the making. He is back. We sat at my dining table in the Good Bit Studios and we caught up, just like old friends do. It might be boring to y'all, it might be exciting to y'all, but I'll tell you what, y'all enjoy listening to our voices. It's just two friends catching up, yeah. And if you'd like to support the show, you can by following on Twitter at The Good Bit Pod. You can subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/CM42TV. You can get it on Instagram at The Good Bit Pod, Facebook.com/The Good Bit Podcast, and so much more. So stay tuned for lots of big things. It's just kind of a sort of transitional episode just to get us to the next one. It's a lovely catch up between myself and Aaron, so I hope you all enjoy. And here we go, right into it. It's the Good Bit Podcast, episode number 27, featuring Chris Moffat, myself, and Aaron Dockard, the two original hosts of the Good Bit Podcast.
It is lovely weather we are having.
Okay. Hello, everybody. We're back here on the Good Bit Podcast. Start again.
Well, you could actually just keep that.
I probably could.
Yeah.
We're keeping it in. Hello, everybody. I don't know what episode this is. It could be long in the future.
26. Oh no.
20. But I don't know. I could put this on tape delay.
Yeah, you
Who
could.
knows?
Well, you could sync it up with something else. Can I plug that?
Yeah, but I mean, if you don't have a title yet.
Oh yeah.
Can I plug my new podcast? What's it called? Well, it doesn't really have
It's
a
a
title
working
yet.
title. We've recorded a pilot.
A pilot pod.
Right, listen. Good bit listeners. If you enjoy the Good Bit, I tell you what, you'll enjoy just as much, if not a little bit less.
A little bit less. Come on.
I'm starting a podcast down south with my good friend Lawrence Cole. You might know him from the famous band Dog Is Dead. Look him up.
Love him.
They toured with the 1975.
What?
Indeed.
Wow.
The 1975 supporting them.
I see.
Aha.
Nice.
So it's for him. He's a bit of a big shot.
He's your friend then.
He's my friend. But so am I, because I've got a business in a
Probably
car.
just met him one night and doesn't really know him.
You have an interesting voice. I know. He speaks like this.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
Because then the voices all mix.
Yeah, the mix.
Very
Scottish,
nice.
English, it's all...
To be fair, at the start of the Good Bit, our voices were mixing quite a lot.
yeah.
My presentation voice has gotten so much better.
It has.
When we started, it was... One, you couldn't understand what I said.
This is... Well, how many years since the first Good Bit podcast?
How many years? One.
Oh, is it?
Was it on
how long?
March the 31st, 2016?
Wow, okay. Well, that's a year and a half.
Yeah, what I was going to say was that about a year ago, almost to the day, October the 1st, 2016, we did episode 10, and it was titled Aaron's Last Episode.
And here I am, a year later.
And a mere year later on.
I know, I was back like 3 months
later. To
later.
be fair, you've done other episodes. You've done just the same amount of episodes as anybody else that is a guest on the show. But from 1 to 10, it was like me and you, plus maybe one extra or two extra.
Those were the days, eh?
They were the day. We did some really good episodes. We had some good times.
Good times. It was like me and you versus whoever's on.
Mm-hmm. We were a team, weren't we?
We were a team.
It was good because we just talked about whatever. We went to see a film and then...
I like that format. See, I like that when we just wouldn't say anything and we'd do it on the same day.
Hell or High Water.
That was so good.
Yeah, and then we came back, we just did a podcast about it, talked about
so good
Game of Thrones and music that we liked and stuff like that.
You don't watch Game of Thrones, do you?
Still not, no. Still not.
Oh.
Nah, I'm just waiting to pull the trigger. I'm waiting on the right time.
It's a thing you have to go right.
I know.
Tonight, nothing on. Tell you what is on. GOT.
Yeah. But I watched the first episode and I really enjoyed it and stuff, but I knew it was going to be like a commitment thing.
Mm-hmm. It is a commitment.
And everybody watched it.
You do have commitment issues, don't you? Though?
I do. I do, yes, Mum. I have horrible, especially with TV.
Oh, right.
Oh my God, they got so serious. No, yeah, I do, but I have to really make an effort. So I watched a show recently called Glow.
Oh yeah,
it's on Netflix about the
that.
women's wrestling, Glorious Ladies of Wrestling.
Is it good?
It was very good, yeah, and it was 10 episodes, so it was easy to watch, and they were all about 35 minutes long.
Is it good?
It was great, yeah.
Okay, I might watch that.
So I was watching that as a big wrestling fan, but also just as a fan of TV and stuff like that. So it's kind of both sides of the spectrum there, and it was good, and I enjoyed it. But what is happening? I can hear myself talking there.
What is happening? You're getting a bit of a...
I got a bit of backfeed there.
Backfeed.
What's it called?
Feedback.
Feedback.
Backfeed.
Back to front. Backward. Yeah, so I watched that. I really enjoyed it. I made a wee review and posted it on my college log. And get this, right? This probably is very boring for other listeners. So my show is on from the 4th to the 7th of December. It's called The Libertine by Stephen Jeffries.
Yeah.
And I go to New York City for a little Christmas holiday on the 8th.
That's a schedule.
Show finishes on the 7th, away in the morning.
Yeah, you're saying that I'm all adult. That's pretty adult. I'm doing a play and then I'm jetting off to New York.
Well, not on my own. I'm going with Mum and Dad.
Well, I didn't buy my house on my own.
I understand that, but yeah, okay.
We're all doing the same.
Yeah, but you're a bit more advanced than I am, I think.
No, I'm not.
Well, you've moved away as well. You're way down south.
Yeah, well, I've not started yet, so I have no stories to tell.
Yeah, so when do you
Although
start?
I did have a whole year of it last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I said in episode 10 when I was going down, I was like, well, I'll be able to do the splits. I'll just be like this and that, and I can confirm that I cannot do the splits.
Me neither.
I am closer than I was.
Can you dance?
I can not dance. I cannot dance in this. I've never been able to. Well, you know what? No, listen.
I can't dance.
I can historical dance. I can do Shakespearean dance.
Is that not just movement or physical theatre?
No, we've got a class called historical dance.
No, you don't.
Where a guy called Hugh comes in and goes, Hugh. This is the 1600s, welcome. And then we're going to do a little galliard. I hope he doesn't listen because he's probably going to kill me.
Yeah.
I bet he doesn't.
Nah, he won't listen.
No, probably.
Hi, Hugh.
Hi, Hugh.
But it's good. We're doing 2. Did you know about this? We're doing 2. We're doing Libertine and Playhouse Creatures. Over the 4 days, so on the first day will be Libertine, on the second day will be Playhouse Creatures, on the third day will be Libertine.
Why are you doing that?
Not because Ian Greaves is an insane man.
That's like double the work.
So
for the same result.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah, it was good. Anyway, welcome everybody to
the Good Bit Podcast.
The Good Bit Podcast. This is a bit of a random episode. I'm sure everything we were just talking about you were much interested in.
It's a summer I've found recently when I'm listening to podcasts, which I do.
Have you become more of a fan? Because I think I was more of the podcast man when it was me and you.
In the bath, I like them.
Okay. I don't have a bath anymore. I don't have time for baths. I actually have showers.
Oh, you don't have time for baths? Well, I do. Well, I don't anymore because I don't have a bath in London. But I was taking advantage of having the fact that I have a bath in my house in Perth.
Okay.
And listening to podcasts in the bath or...
In the car?
Or in the car.
You drive now?
Yes. I find myself just listening to the conversation. And no matter where it goes, I'm still listening. But I like it. And so I was thinking... And I'm always worried about when I'm doing a podcast, whether it be this one or the other one. Oh, crap. We've veered off. Right, let's get to the point. And I don't think you need that. You need a bit of structure. But I don't think you really need to be always like... worrying about it because people don't listen to podcasts. Well, I don't anyway. Like, right,
I'm here
Come on.
I'm here to hear this.
Yeah,
you know
well,
what I mean? You kind of just want to, you listen for the people, I think.
and if there's an episode title that you go, oh, that sounds interesting,
Yeah.
and they ramble on a bit at the start, you're like, oh, well, I'm sure it'll come to it at some point.
I listened to one, loads of wrestling ones, obviously, and there's the lead singer of the band Fozzy. He's also a wrestler. He's called Chris Jericho, and he has guests on, but it's actually just conversations between him and the person, which I find fascinating because these are two people who are like famous,
Yeah.
and they're just having a chat.
See that,
They don't really talk about anything in particular, but I'm sure what they talk about will be some sort of
And it always is.
entertaining as well.
well, that's the thing. We can't do that because we're only 20.
But I think that's good though, because
We've
now
not done anything.
we're starting young though.
We're starting young. We're getting in
So
early.
we're talking about our lives now, which is my thing, and especially doing the good bit where I always get numerous actors on, or young actors who are about to or wanting to break into the industry.
Yeah.
Then it's like, what are their opinions either before they get into the industry, or what are their opinions
About the industry.
right now before they see the big bad world?
Yeah.
Things, and even me, like my whole perspective of the world could change in a year,
And you'll hear it.
and they'll hear everything on this,
Yeah,
which I think
yeah,
is great.
yeah.
And I think it's something I think a lot of people should do. Like, so for example, like you're going to do it, and then I think people in my class could do it because I'm me, and I have my opinions and stuff like that, and I'm assuming I'm a little bit interesting to listen to
Yeah.
because I'm a bit weird. But then there's other people who are much more interesting than I am, and much more entertaining than I am, who I think we could just
Start
nail it.
them. Yeah, start
and it
them.
could be competition for me. I think it'd be great. I did a presentation recently in class,
About.
podcasts in general.
Oh, right.
And I had the 3 most well listened to podcasts in the world.
What are they?
It's called Football Chat or something.
Oh, right.
And My Dad Wrote a Porno is one of them. I think it's just the guy, he wrote a erotic book and he pretended it was his dad that wrote it, and it's meant to be a comedy one.
All right.
I've never listened. And another one, Ted Talks Daily, I think it's called.
Oh,
Whoever
right,
Ted is. And then I went, I was saying, and if you're wondering what the number 4 podcast is in the world, well, of course, click, good bit comes up. And I thought, well, there you go. If I can get to the number 4 spot in the world, then so can you. And I was trying to like motivate people into doing it. No one's done it yet. However, Ian has said that he's changing the rap chat.
Well, I've been keeping my ear to the wall, and I've seen that there hasn't been a rap chat since the Oscars.
He's changing it.
What's he changing it to?
It's going to be a BA class podcast. So I don't know what's going to happen there, but it's a good idea.
Well, yeah, because that's sort of
It's
what
literally my idea, though.
we're going to do.
Because that's what I'm going to... What I wanted to do for the good bit was just have young actors chatting about...
That's what we set out to do. We're like, we'll tell you what, we'll start it.
And I do.
And we do it.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, we're going to do it with, the whole class. It's going to be great.
I'm saying we do it, you do it now.
Yeah. No, you were a big part in that.
Well, we started it.
Yeah, we did. We did 10
We did it-
episodes.
We started it in a... We always say this. We started it in Polo, a gay bar.
Gay bar.
And it was fabulous. We were sitting on these fabulous big
We
chairs.
had a great night.
It was an amazing night.
Because it was just like we had all these ideas and we were like connecting on all wavelengths.
And there's a picture from that night.
Yeah, there is. That was
was my-
I changed the picture. I'm sorry, I had to change it. It was the Instagram profile picture. It was
Oh,
me
was
and
it?
you. I changed
you
it.
changed it.
So that made as well.
That's alright. It was my profile picture for
Yeah.
a while.
Is that screen on black?
Is it? Yeah, it has.
Okay.
I thought you were going to get... Look, it's my home screen. The picture.
Is it?
No, it's not. I thought that's what you were saying.
Oh no.
Is that gone black?
Oh, it's me and you.
In for a treat. That's Magnus.
No, I wouldn't do that. Other thing I was going to ask you was, in January of this year, we did our top 10 films of 2016, and it was me, you, and Leanne,
Yeah.
and we were going to do it again this year.
Oh, right, okay.
But have you seen enough films?
Well, yes, I will, because this is a new chapter for me, starting next week.
Okay.
Next week. It's Aaron Dockard's Cineworld Adventure Part 2.
Nice.
Cineworld Card's coming back.
Is there one in London?
There is. 2. Next to me. And now I have a car I can drive.
Yes, that's very true.
And me and my girlfriend Anna are going to get...
Shout out to Anna,
Shout out
who
to
I'm sure is listening somewhere.
She must be. We're going to get 2 Cineworld cards, and we're going to see one movie a week at least. We're going to slot it into our
I've been doing well with that.
timetable. Have you? We're going to try and see more. So I will have, by the time that is happening,
Okay, great.
and I'll be up for Christmas. So yes,
You will be up for so we'll do that. Me, you, Leanne, and
I have
you.
seen. I've been bad for films this year, but this summer I've been alright because I've been in a few flights and I've watched many flight films.
Okay,
Tell you what I've watched.
go on then.
I watched Gold, Matthew McConaughey.
Yes, not seen it.
Not seen it. I recommend.
Good.
A sort of Wolf of Wall Street ride.
Okay,
You know,
you
Like-
like that film a lot.
I like the film a lot. It's not that I'm saying that they're similar in the fact that the sort of arc of the story, it sort of just gets like whoa crazy.
Okay.
And it's just quite satisfying to watch.
Okay.
What else did I watch? I watched Alien.
Cover.
Did you watch it?
Disliked it intentionally.
Um,
That wasn't Alien.
well, I've not seen any more Alien films.
That wasn't
but
an Alien film.
For one thing, it's pretty left a pretty like sour note. I was like, oh my god, at the end. Not to spoil it,
Yeah.
but I was very dissatisfied at the end. I was
Good.
like, well, what? Weren't you?
I think so. Yeah, I just didn't like the film
Can
at
you
all.
not remember the end?
Not really.
It's just like
Yeah, it's just over.
it's over.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
What did you not like about it?
That's one of my least favorite because it wasn't Alien. I love the first 2 Alien films, and I was just expecting so much, and it looked so good. And it was like the director's back and all this nonsense. And it just was. I just didn't like it. You know, you're watching it, you're just like, this is bad.
It was a bit much for me. I also watched the Belko Experiment.
Okay, not seen that one. That's new.
No, it was new. Maybe it was early this year or last year. It's the one where they're all in an office, and the thing's shut off, and there's 40 people, and they hear a strange voice, and they're told to do.
That sounds cool.
So they're told it's like Hunger Games kind of.
Okay, I might watch
random.
this in then.
It's all right. The premise is interesting,
Okay, nice.
and it is still interesting for about the first 3 quarters.
Okay.
The end's always a bit like, well, but
That happens a lot, isn't it? The
I
end
think
ruins it.
there's just like a formula that you can follow and it will make sense. I don't know if there's just a fear that an ending's not going to make sense, but yeah, a lot of Hollywood films just seem to. It's like, oh well, then yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying a lot. I mean, the last few I've watched, like Alien and that film. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Well, I'll tell you what I've been watching over the summer.
Oh god, I can see that list.
This is my whole year list.
Okay, sorry.
But you're right, there's loads.
Yeah.
So, Baby Driver, of course.
Baby Driver. I've seen Baby
We
Driver.
did that podcast about.
No, we didn't.
We did?
No, we didn't.
What are you talking about?
Did we?
Yes, me, you, and Ewan. Did he hear?
What didn't we do a podcast about? That I wanted to.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We definitely did Baby Driver because we did for 20.
Yeah, we know. Oh, yeah.
That's my film of the year so far, Baby Driver. Just patiently waiting for December for Star Wars to come
I've not
out.
made a list.
I mean, neither. I'm just assuming that's going to be it.
That is your list. I've not made a list of films I've watched.
Oh, okay. I
can't
haven't made a top
rank.
5 or anything.
Right.
Alien Covenant. Bleh. I saw Baywatch.
Not seen it.
Zac Efron.
Looks
And
good.
The Rock.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It was good for Zac Efron and The Rock. You know what I
Well,
mean? It just wasn't. It wasn't a great
That's
film.
your
but
dream team.
Exactly. That's
So
why.
if you
That's why I
didn't
liked it. Yeah. He calls him High School Musical in it.
What?
He goes, "All right, High School Musical." I was just like, melted in the seat. Gifted. Wonder Woman.
No, was it good? I've heard
Awesome.
It was very good.
Fucking
so it's
brilliant.
redeemed the DC universe, has it?
The only one because Justice League's coming out and I heard it's crap already.
Oh no.
What else did I watch? Despicable Me 3
Didn't watch that.
was good.
Good.
Spider-Man Homecoming
Marvel. I'm not.
was good.
I'm not.
War for the Planet of the Apes. The third Planet of the Apes film.
I didn't see that. Can I say I've officially given up on Marvel? I don't go to see them anymore. Well, you know, remember last time when I was like,
It is officially over.
it's over
Give me
for
the contract.
It's over for me in Marvel. It's just too much for me to
Understand.
take anymore. Well, because when we were doing the podcast last year, you were all like, well, we're going to do a review of Marvel, and I was like, well, I'll have to see it. And I was trying, and I said to you, look, I'm going to look up the chronological order of every Marvel film, and I'm going to go to Motherwell, and I'm going to sit there, and I'm going to watch, and I'm going to see if I get into it. And did I? No.
Nah.
I watched the first Captain America, and I was like,
Well, that one's a bit rubbish.
that was a Marvel film, innit?
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
do I want to watch the next one? No, but I will. And I watched it, and I was like, well, it's just a Marvel film, innit?
Yeah, they're all the same.
They're all the same.
Civil War was really good.
I did enjoy Civil War a little bit, but also didn't.
Spider-Man's good. The new Spider-Man's good.
I know I'm sure it is, I just can't be bothered. I've got other things to do.
I mean, yeah, they're so long as well.
They are fucking long.
The new one's
Are
very
you
good.
explicit?
Nah, yeah, I am.
Right, okay, fuck.
Do-
Oh, sorry.
War for the Planet of the Apes, third Planet of the Apes one. The first one is the best. It's incredible. I hadn't seen them. I knew I was going to go see the new one. I
Right.
thought, well, I'll watch them. It's Rise and Dawn, and then War.
Second one's when they're in that big ape kingdom.
Yeah, the first one is with James Franco.
Oh, I liked both of them.
Very good.
Oh no, I thought the second one was a bit too much. I
Well,
think.
you're thinking you're getting mixed up. The one you wanted to do was Dunkirk.
That's the one I wanted to do because frickin' loved that.
Let's do it now.
Tell you what, that's my film of the year. I think.
Is it?
I think. I saw it twice and I don't know.
My opinion, I thought it was really good. It was a great film, but then films that get that sort of following and response, I kind of try to not give it the same sort of thing.
You don't want to go with the flow.
Yeah. Oh, it's the best film ever.
You don't want to be a
Oh
sheep.
my god, it's the best. And then I'm
Because you sometimes find if there's a big wave and you get yourself into it, then a year later you look back at that film and you go, I was just an idiot. I was just a sheep there. Because it's not that great.
That's happened to me loads of times. I'm so easily influenced. And then that film was great. Of course it was. Harry Styles was very handsome.
Harry Styles very handsome.
Very handsome.
And
good.
Fair
and
enough.
good.
Yeah. I thought
What a boy.
Christopher Nolan, who seems to be a bit of a miserable git. Have you seen interviews with him?
No,
He's just
I
like-
haven't.
He's just like, well...
I think it would delete the illusion for him.
Yeah, I regret it.
Because, you know, he's done a Dark Knight and all this nonsense. And it's like, whoever has done that is mental.
Hey, if Christopher, if you're listening, I assume you just don't like interviews, and I assume you're a lovely guy.
Yeah. But, of course, you're a huge fan of this
And
show.
I respect you a lot because that Dunkirk, the reason I went to watch it a second time is because for a good first half of the film, you're spending a lot of energy on trying to figure out what is happening here. What's the
story are we
timeline?
watching?
What am I watching? Why does that say that at the beginning? Because I didn't really take it in. And when you watch it for the second
I
time,
haven't seen it the second
you
time.
appreciate
I
it
should do.
all the more. And the fact that it is just a war film that doesn't necessarily have this strong hero narrative, it just sticks you right in it. And IMAX just feel it. And I thought, what a bold thing to have that structure, because it could have easily been very confusing and not worked. And can you not imagine if you're directing that film and you've come up with this weird sort of timeline
the time
thing
structure, yeah,
that
totally
might
weird.
not work, and you've got all these boats and planes that you're getting to do scenes for you. There's all this money going into it, all these extra, and you're like, I fucking hope people understand this, because I've done a weird thing.
Because I don't understand it.
I'm trying to piece it together. Imagine that. Well done him for pulling that off.
Good lad.
Because that
we
must have
also
taken
did
a lot
do.
of research.
What else did he do? Inception.
Did he do Inception?
He did Inception. I've
Well,
not seen it.
that did confuse me. I think I fell asleep. I was very tired.
Have you seen Interstellar?
Yes. Did you not get it?
I did. Yeah, I mean, it took me about a year to
Oh,
figure it out.
so good. Did we watch that? Did me and Anna watch that together?
Did you?
I think we did.
Another shout out to Anna.
Another shout.
It's probably turned this off by now.
Probably turned it off. hasn't she?
Yeah, I watched it, but I was just too much for my mind.
Oh,
I was
I
like-
loved Interstellar. I should watch that again. I really did like it. Yeah.
I'll tell you what film you should watch. Detroit. With our boy.
John, listen,
Boyega.
Boyega. Someone needs to stop him and go, hey, take a break.
I know.
He's doing so much.
Your show you saw him in. Detroit
I
and
saw
Star
him
Wars.
play. Saw him in Star Wars.
What play did you see him in again?
Uh,
He was on Graham Norton talking about it.
yeah, what was it called? Wojciech.
Yes.
He was good.
Yeah,
Great.
it was great, yeah.
Although, did I tell you about when I went to see that? The bomb scare.
You told me that you went to see it on the podcast actually, but I don't know if you told me anything about a bomb.
No, there's a bomb scare. I'm sure I said there's a bomb scare the day we went to see it at the same theatre. So the whole Old Vic was evacuated during the matinee, John Boyega and all, during the performance.
Oh, no.
And so we were going for that night, and it was all clear. They'd hoped, but it was very tense, but quite cool, because the whole sort of theatre vibe was a bit.
Weird.
And that players kind of gets you. There's a lot
What's
of
the play
countdowns
about?
and
Is it-
things,
is
and
it-
like 3, 2, like it's
Oh, no.
in and out. It was very weird, but very good.
Can't deal with that.
But he is doing a lot, but I am assuming from the trailers that for The Last Jedi he's just going to be sitting in a bed.
Okay. Yeah, but I heard he's going to have a nice little rival with, what's
The
her
other
name?
Stormtrooper.
Yeah. Captain Phasma.
Really?
Yeah, that's like the sort of sub,
Well, he must be
Feud.
He must be fine then.
and the main story is going to be Rey training.
Right, okay.
What's going to happen? That whole month for Force Awakens was incredible, remember?
I loved it. It's just at Christmas time is Star Wars time.
It has become Star Wars time
I
now.
love it because I don't, and now I've made a sort of conscious effort this sort of year to like, right, I could watch Star Wars, but I'll try and watch something else because I know at Christmas time I'm just gonna.
You're going to go Star Wars mental.
I'm gonna go 1 to 6 again, and with my girlfriend Anna because she's not seen it. Shout out to
Really?
Anna. She's probably listening, isn't she? I think.
Well, no, I'm going to tell her to turn that off now because she hasn't seen Star Wars.
She hasn't she has seen Star Wars.
Yeah.
But listen,
Get rid of her.
But listen, Christmas times. This is one of my favorite things about the last few years, like human development.
I agree.
Like, they're going to be making a train in the next 30 years, supposedly, that's going to take 8 minutes between Edinburgh and London.
minutes.
Ryanair are now doing cheap flights to New York, budget flights.
Yeah. I'm going.
People are getting teleported. The human race, this whole thing of working 9 to 5 and getting money for that is slowly evaporating. The artificial intelligence is taking over. We soon won't have to work, but I don't care, because Star Wars is on at Christmas, and that is the only invention you need. It's not even an invention; it's just an idea.
But it has become an invention because it's been
it's a
happening in
thing.
the last few years.
I don't need all of that. I don't need any of that. I don't need any.
But I don't know what it was. There was just something about that December in 2015 where it was like, there's going to be a new Star Wars film. Let's relax. And then we went to see it. We had our college night out. It was the dinner.
You went to see it.
You all went to Firewater or whatever.
Yeah, I regret that.
And I went to
Do I
Sunday
regret
World.
that?
Nah, I'm sure it was a good night. And then I went to Sunday World with my dad. He picked me up from the restaurant at
I
12:15.
was very jealous of you.
And we went to Sunday World for the 12:15 start. And this isn't the most nice thing to say, but the amount of things that went through my body in that 2 hour span,
Yeah.
tears and maybe a little bit of pee and sweat and everything
A
else.
wee bit of spunk.
Yeah. I don't want to go there, but yeah, I was like, I couldn't handle it. I smiled for 2 hours straight.
Yeah.
And
I smiled
then-
for a good proportion of
But the
Rogue One.
beauty of it was I just kept going to see it, so I could experience it with other people. So like the next day I went with my friends.
And you're looking at them going, yeah.
I was like, wait, do this bit, and then it happened actually as well last year with Rogue One.
Oh,
I went to see it with Leanne,
Yeah.
and obviously Princess Leia was in it, and she had just died. Carrie Fisher had just died,
Yeah.
and then it showed Carrie Fisher at the end,
Yeah.
and Leanne just burst into tears. And you know,
Did she?
I knew it was coming because I'd seen it before,
So it was like,
and I was just waiting for it to see what was going to happen, and she just went. And wee things like that were almost better than the film.
oh yeah.
To see the wee reactions.
Yeah.
I went, me, you, and a few others went to see it at one point, and at one point in the film we all fell asleep at one point.
Because that was our fourth time seeing it or something,
Yeah.
and it was about midnight. We were like, oh, God. And then we went out.
We had,
Well, I went
college.
out.
We had college on that day. We went to that horrible burrito place.
Oh, was that day?
Yeah, and I didn't like it. Remember?
Did we not go to the Nando's?
You were like, "Oh, I'm so sad for you."
Was it the burrito place? Oh yeah, you didn't like it. I was
Yeah.
like, Chris, it was Pinto's back
Pinto's,
then.
that's
It's now
right.
Barburrito.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it changed. No
Not
wonder.
good. It's not good. It's not good.
Shithole. Anyway, my film of the fortnight.
Oh,
And
okay.
if you're going to watch one film between now and your new cinema experience, you need to watch Detroit.
With John Boyega.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Number 2 best film of the year.
Really good.
Incredible.
Okay.
Mental. Because it's your stereotypical the police hate all the blacks.
Okay.
And it goes from one side of the spectrum to the other. Where it's like, we just hate blacks and being racist, to a fucking war. It's brilliant.
Is it true story?
It's a true story. It was like there's these black guys in this motel, and it's during the riots of Detroit in the 60s.
Oh,
and
God.
one idiot is feeling mischievous, and he gets a fake gun, and is pretending to shoot out a window just to noise up his friends, and the police think it's a real gun, and they
They
go
shoot
in and they invade the motel, and they get all the black guys up against a wall, and it's all because they've not done anything. They've not done anything wrong. They're just chilling and relaxing, but because they're black and because they had a gun, the police immediately think they're murderers or whatever, and it's so tense. The guy Will Poulter,
Will Poulter.
sort of young British actor.
Is he
He
in
is
it?
the main bad guy, and you will absolutely hate him.
Tell you what,
What a performance.
he's just going from strength to strength.
Incredible. He was the one that was pulling Jennifer Aniston and We're the Millers, remember? Mm-hmm. And now he's shooting black guys.
And he's acted with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yep. And what's his name? Revenant. That's right.
And Tom
yeah.
Hardy.
Forgot about that.
And
What a
his,
performance. You
His,
watched
his
it.
cousin went to my school.
Did he? Really? In Perth or Rose Bruford?
No, Perth.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I think it may have been a rumour, but I think
He
it's
may or
true.
may not have gone to the school.
But it's a weird rumour to think because they were all go, you know that actor with the
With the eyebrows.
with the eyebrows. That's
Oh,
his
man.
cousin. Really? Yeah. So I think so.
What a film. And Boyega's like, he's on the poster and he's the main star, but he's not really.
Okay.
So you expect him
Is
to
he a
do
cop?
stuff, and yeah, he's a cop, and then
Cool.
they take him in for questioning because they think maybe he is the one that was the murderer because
He's black.
he's black, but he's a cop, and he has a gun with him because he's a cop, but he's black.
Wow.
And there's a scene where he's getting interrogated, and he's like, "What? He was just doing his job. He was just,
Well, don't
doing
give
it."
away. Don't give away.
I won't, but it's amazing.
Okay, I will watch it.
10 out of 10.
Do you know what film I'm really looking forward to? That's coming out. Guess.
Star Wars.
That's coming out in this month.
The Orient Express one
No.
coming out this month.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Borg McEnroe.
Huh?
Borg McEnroe with Shia LaBeouf
Oh no, I don't know.
playing John McEnroe,
No.
tennis player. You cannot be serious.
Oh, it's a tennis film. I'll explain it.
Well,
He
it's
loves tennis.
you know tennis.
Yeah. Do you know?
Yes,
Yes, I know. I
This
do know.
relentless green thing.
Over a net. Don't know who a net is.
Do you know John McEnroe and Bjorn Borg?
I don't know, but
Basically,
I'm sure the film is going to be
it's-
really
you'd
loud.
like it.
I'm sure the film's going to be really loud, and everyone's going to go, "What is all this racket?"
Well, there he goes. He's dropped that.
Carry on.
Um,
Think of a joke. Have to say
sorry.
it.
You know, you like your wrestling rivalries. That all stems from this rivalry.
And tennis.
Oh my god, it was insane during the 70s.
I have heard about this. You're right.
70s, 80s. It's a film about there. I don't know if it's going to be good, but I know I'm going to enjoy it. Because I think Shia LaBeouf as a young John McEnroe is genius casting.
Shia LaBeouf. Did we not get his phone number at one point?
Oh, because he did a weird experiment. And he
Yeah.
gave out his phone number.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he'll still have that
We
same
tried
phone
phoning
number.
him.
We did try phoning him.
He didn't answer.
No, he didn't answer. We
Probably
just
making
got-
this film.
We got some... Yeah, probably.
Probably at the tennis. Another film that's coming out is, Wes Anderson
Uh-huh.
did Grand Budapest.
Uh-huh. Is he doing another... He's got
New
a film coming
New
out.
film coming out. Isle of Dogs.
Oh my god.
Set in Japan
When's that coming out?
next year.
Oh, come on.
And a few more. Well, it could be February, which is only a few months away. Half the cast are Japanese.
Oh,
Half the cast are American.
God, I'm excited.
Bill Murray and all that.
I'm so excited.
But
I
yeah, that's
love
coming out.
Grand Budapest Hotel, like everyone.
showed Rachel it.
like everyone does. Everyone who sees that film, who is even remotely interested in films, is like
It's like what? Sorry.
they're like that.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I'm getting.
What
up
did
here.
we watch? I mean,
On
what did me and Anna
IMDb.
watch?
Set in Japan, Isle of Dogs follows a boy's odyssey in search for his dog.
Oh,
Scarlett Johansson, Bryan Cranston, Tilda Swinton, Edward Norton, Bill Murray, Jeff Goldblum, Harvey Keitel,
oh my God!
and then there's all the famous Japanese actors.
Just take Scarlett Johansson out there, and I'm
yeah, I
happy.
mean, you don't like her, do you?
Well, I'm not
She's
bothered.
top billing as well.
I'm not bothered about her.
Oh, it's going to be incredible. Just look at that.
Oh, I mean, what did we watch? Moonrise Kingdom.
Yes!
Love it.
Great film. I'm so.
Was it Moonrise Kingdom?
That's Wes Anderson.
The one on the island.
Yeah. Also, there's Fantastic Mr. Fox.
No.
There's an advert with that song.
Not seen it.
Other films that we've seen recently. Logan Lucky.
Not seen it.
Disappointing.
Okay.
It was good, but it looked amazing. It's got Adam Driver and Channing Tatum. I've decided I don't like Channing Tatum.
Oh no.
Nah. Only the funniest thing is, I forgot to mute the TV. It's just going to be on in the background. It's okay, it's fine.
Should we mute it? That's really loud.
Okay, go mute it. Thank you very much.
It's okay. I'm just gonna go mute it, but you can still hear me.
Yeah. It's so clear as well.
How have we not heard that?
I don't know. You're neither. I'm getting earphones. I didn't even know it was on. Oh. Yeah. So the funniest thing that Channing Tatum's ever done in his career is go, "My name is Jeff." If that's the best thing you're going to do, then I'm sorry.
You thought that was funny?
Yeah.
No.
Everything else I didn't think was funny. However, Hateful Eight was good in Hateful Eight.
Channing Tatum was good in Hateful Eight. He was also good in Hail Caesar. Remember that film that you didn't really like?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, come on.
I got to rewatch that. I heard that was good. I heard it was
Hail
good. I
Caesar,
saw
you
it.
saw it.
I know you all liked it. I didn't.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anything with George Clooney in it, I'm gonna like it.
Logan Lucky has Daniel Craig playing a bad guy, like a mad junkie, which is weird.
That doesn't.
He's in another Bond film. A Ghost Story I saw with Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara.
Good.
Rooney Mara, incredible. Casey Affleck, incredible. My only issue with this film was it's a couple who fall in love and stuff like that, and they get married and they move into a house, and then Casey's in a bad car accident and dies. Right.
Well, you
So
just
then-
spoiled it.
That's the start of the film, and the whole film is Casey now back in her mind. Not even in her mind. It's he's like a ghost, the ghost of him, and he kind of.
Genuinely, or
What do you mean? Casey's still
it's a
alive.
genuine ghost.
Yeah, but she doesn't see him.
It's a ghost.
Yeah.
It's
He
in a
has-
universe where ghosts are real.
Yes.
Not that they're not. Well,
But they're not real.
Not that they are.
They're not real that people know that they're real when they're talking to the ghost. He's just following her about and she doesn't know it.
okay.
So there's a scene where she just sits and eats a cake. The whole scene is the camera shot on her and she's out of frustration. She's so angry. She's lost her husband. She's just eating a cake on the floor in the kitchen and he's just standing there watching her. And it's about a 7-minute scene. And it's incredible. You're like, it's just so powerful. But my issue with it is when you die, you lie on the table and then they put the white sheet over you. So what they've done is he sat up and become the ghost and walk to see him, and the white sheet is still over him. Now, when you're younger, you think of a ghost and it's a white sheet floating
so it
about.
literally
It's
is.
genuinely just a white sheet,
He's got it over
and it's
him.
Casey Affleck underneath the sheet. You don't even see it's Casey, and they've got eye holes in the sheet, and it just looks ridiculous, and it ruins it.
Oh god.
It's such a powerful and beautiful film, and it's ruined because it's just like a walking bed, just walking about. He's not doing that, thankfully. That would have been funny. Ooh, no one can see me. And
If
it's
I was
just,
a ghost, that's what I would do. Like chewing the fat.
yeah, the invisible ghost, the invisible boss.
Invisible boss.
Oh, he's like drinking the.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, that I mean it's a great film.
I will go see that if I can.
But I was just like, oh come on, man! He should have just been there. We know he's dead. He doesn't. We don't need.
A ghost sheet.
He's literally like a sheet.
I tell you what we need on this guy. Casey, get a ghost sheet on you. Really? Yeah, we need it.
You don't even see him. You don't even know. It's
Now we
him.
don't need you to see your face.
It could have been anyone. Two more films I want to talk about. American Assassin. I saw it last night in the cinema with.
What is that?
What's his name? Michael Keaton. Legend.
Oh right, okay.
Film was good. It
like
wasn't
Michael Keaton.
amazing. It was alright. It's about. It turns from a really cool new idea into your typical Hollywood flick. So, for example, you've got Evan Peters with. Is it Evan Peters? I think so. Evan Peters with his girlfriend who is so gorgeous, right? And he proposes to her on a beach, and it's so romantic. And then these terrorists just start shooting folk on the beach, and I'm thinking, oh, here we go. This is going to be great. An original idea. On the beach, terrorists show up, and then it's like a hunt. He's going to try and hunt them all down, and I'm thinking that's going to be great. It's like a redemption story. He's training in gyms and stuff, trying to get bulked up to this, and then it turns into a mad CIA mission that they're trying to hunt this one terrorist, and he just gets revenge straight away on the people, and then it's a new mission, and I was like, that's just a typical crime movie.
So
now.
it's just an opening scene, really.
Just another scene, another film. The opening scene was great. But yeah, that's one to watch. It was good, whatever, but it could have been so much better. Could have
Do
been.
you know what I watched for the first time on a plane the other day? The Truman Show.
Oh yes, I've never seen it. I've never seen it, and I've
Yeah.
heard it's right on my street as well.
It is right up your street. It really gets your imagination going.
Jim Carrey,
Jim Carrey.
one of my absolute heroes.
Oh really? Well then you'll absolutely love it.
Yeah, can be Jim
It's
Carrey.
such a good film.
Alrighty then.
It's very good. Have you seen Jim Carrey's like weird ass interview that he did?
Yeah,
the other day?
and characters and stuff. He does like award shows as a mad character.
He can't be very nice to be around if he's doing that.
Weird. But he's like a stereotypical method actor. He's insane.
No, though. He doesn't need to do that.
When he was doing Man on the Moon, when he was playing Andy Kaufman, he became Andy Kaufman. He was like, no, his agent was like, you can't refer to Jim as Jim. You have to call him.
That's a bit hilarious, isn't it?
Andy. Yeah. They had that REM song about it, remember? Man on the Moon. If
Yeah.
you believe
Yeah.
they put
Is
a
that about him?
man on the moon. It's about Andy Kaufman, but that's the theme song to Man on the Moon, the film that stars Jim Carrey.
Oh, I've not
About
seen
his
that.
life. Me neither. I'd love to. And finally, one we're going to talk about, I suppose, a scary film.
It.
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 IT. Was it it?
It is. I bet it's the breaks a record for the film that has its title said the most times in the movie.
In a year. Just by people.
In the movie. In the movie.
Yeah, because it's just a world, isn't it?
Well, you know. Well, and they say, "Where's it?"
Where is it?
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But that could be used for anything though. Like, where's your purse? Where is it? You know what I mean? It's just a word. It's a transition.
yeah, but it's referenced as like the title movie. Like, there it is. It. The thing. The clown.
They don't call him Pennywise. They do it once or twice. They call him Pennywise.
What do you think?
I enjoy it. I'm not a horror movie fan.
Neither am I.
I got a weird imagination where I can't deal it. I can't deal with it.
So you can't sleep the night after.
But this film I was okay.
Absolutely okay. But
Yeah.
I was still scared a bit during the film. So for me, it's a perfect horror film.
Okay,
Because I'm
that's
not,
a good call.
I really am affected quite deeply by horror
I have a
films.
weird imagination. Where It's
Uh-huh.
not that I can't sleep, but I just imagine shit. Like when I first watched Scream, right? Scream isn't scary.
Yeah.
It's more of a comedy. But when I was younger, it was quite scary
Mm-hmm.
because I was just a young boy.
And people can
And
stab
the
you.
First thing, the first time I watched it, as soon as I watched it, I went to the toilet and I looked in the mirror in the toilet and I'm thinking he's going to pop up behind me.
Yeah, you are though. Like when I saw like a scene from The Grudge on YouTube.
Yeah.
That night, I was just like, "Fucking hell, who's?"
I
gonna-"
can't go anywhere near Paranormal Activity,
Oh, that's not that bad.
but it's it's fine.
Well, you don't. Nah, it's
It's a
fine.
child being possessed and stuff.
Yeah, it didn't affect me.
Okay, that's nice to hear.
It's okay.
Okay.
What did affect me? Even a young boy, I watched Titanic. That affected me. I didn't want to go on a boat.
Jaws.
Jaws. The Jaws did affect me. The opening scene. Matilda. That affected me.
The opening scene of Jaws is pretty scary. I have a thing I'm going to show you.
Stuff like that. But no, it did not affect me. I could sleep.
I have a calendar for October
Alright.
where you're supposed to watch a horror film every day.
Why?
Because it's October and it's
Halloween. Oh my god, that would just be the worst.
So,
month.
first, Scream. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh! How can you even...
Nosferatu. No idea. The Ring.
Oh, God.
Rosemary's Baby.
No.
The Sixth Sense.
Oh, God. I don't even know what these are.
Have you seen them?
I've heard of a lot of them.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Never.
I've seen that, so it's fine. The Descent. The
Oh,
Mummy.
wait, no. The Descent. That seriously fucked me up.
What's it about?
Oh, God. It is the scariest film I have ever seen. And I don't watch scary films. And I don't know why I watched this.
In fact, it's the only scary
It
film I've ever seen.
really played with my mind. Oh, God, watch that. I dare you
I
to
don't
watch
want to
that.
now.
No, go on.
That's like smelling something bad and, oh my god, smell that. Like, why would I smell it if it's horrible? You've just told me it's scary. Why would I watch it?
I was only about 15 when I watched it. I don't know if I watched it now, it would probably affect me for about a night, but then I'd be over it.
For about a night.
It really fucking Jesus. It's basically about this cave explorers who like to do thrilling activities.
This is The Descent.
And basically the group of girlfriends and they all explore caves and they go down this cave to explore it. And they go this way and that, and then eventually, I won't tell you the story, but basically there's weird ex-explorers who have been trapped down there, who've breeded and turned into these humanoid people who live down in the cave, and they meet them.
Terrifying.
Utterly
Okay, I'll
terrifying.
watch it. I suppose.
Oh my good God! I
All the ones on here.
and there's also twists.
Oh, okay.
So-
That always has to be a twist in a horror film. She's alive, or
Just watch
has
it.
three
watch
breasts.
it. Watch it, but also don't.
Night of the Living Dead, The Blair Witch Project. It
Blair Witch
Follows.
Project's good.
Is it? Friday the 13th. Poltergeist. Carrie. The Fly. Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I like horror movies where you're like creeped out and scared during the film, but then it's a good ending and you're like, oh, okay.
Okay. That'll be okay.
Yeah.
The Omen. Hellraiser. Children of the Corn.
No.
Jaws.
Hey.
On the 21st. Evil Dead. The Babadook. I heard that's quite scary. No?
It's pretty bad.
Cool. Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
No.
Frankenstein. The Thing. Alien. Psycho. The Shining. The Exorcist. And Halloween.
Well,
There's my list of
I've
horror
seen all of about 3 of those movies because I really steer clear. But it, I enjoyed.
Okay, let's talk about it then.
I potentially would see again.
I watched the original
Did
the
you?
night before.
I didn't.
I didn't know it was a 2-part TV series. Did you know this? It's not a film. It was on. It keeps going off. I don't know why. On both days, a Monday and a Tuesday in 1990.
Yeah.
Stephen King, obviously, and it's Tim Curry, who's got an incredible face. And do you know what's weird though? In Home Alone 2, when he does the smile, you know, Tim Curry is in Home Alone 2. He's the concierge, and he does the smile, and I think that's quite Pennywise-ish because the smile is like
He's got a creepy face.
So that's all. And I think that the children actors in the first one, in the original in 1990, they're freaking great.
Oh wow.
But the adults are terrible.
Yeah.
Awful. And maybe it's just because it's 1990 and films maybe were cheesy and horror film in the early 90s. Maybe that's just the case. But the kids are great. It's like Stranger Things. Did you watch Stranger Things?
The new one.
Well, not the new season, but the new show.
No, the new It is like Stranger Things.
But they both are.
Yes.
But
yeah.
all I'm saying is like the
I've
original
not seen
one.
Stranger Things,
The child actors are incredible.
Yes.
And the adults are alright, but they're not
Yes.
as great. Stranger Things, you should watch. Stranger Things is good.
Okay.
Could be theme song. It's good.
I'll watch it.
It's obviously after my recommendation.
That's
That's great. And then the new one is pretty much the same. The younger folk are great, and
There's some of the same actors in it. Isn't there?
a couple maybe. But I'm saying, what do you mean? Stranger Things
and
so
The guy with the glasses
is in Stranger Things,
He's
and
very,
he steals the
very
show.
good.
Steals the show totally. How cool must he be in school?
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm doubting people in his school is going to see it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But he's great.
Yeah.
That was the best part about the new It.
Him.
I think what they should have done is done more stuff with just Pennywise and a child, or Pennywise and the kids.
I wanted
instead of just showing up and then doing weird movie like things.
I wanted more conversations like the opening scene.
The opening scene is great.
Oh my god, the opening scene.
I have him in the stank thing, like underneath the ground.
Little Georgie.
That's brilliant.
And
They
then the
should-
way
why didn't they do that one?
his voice, and he's like,
Hiya, Georgie.
"Do you want a back?
Yeah. It was like a Star Wars villain.
Do you want a balloon too, Georgie?
A balloon.
A balloon?
They should have done more. And now it was just like he was a figment of their imagination. I don't like that.
Without your boat?
You want your boat back, Georgie?
Take it.
I don't know if it's
That's creepy when he's gets.
It is like that. And I actually think clowns are rather scary when they want to be, and I think a lot of people are affected by clowns. You know.
I'm just more affected by jump scares, and there was a fair
Yes.
few, and whoa. I dealt with them okay though.
I hate the suspense.
Oh god. it
Oh
just
my
kills
god,
me.
you went for it and then boom.
Oh god, something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I do this. I block out my ears, and I also had a jumper, that bear jumper, and I was
Cover my face.
cover my face. But the whole figment of your imagination thing. I started to not understand when he was real and dangerous and when he wasn't.
Yes, I agree with you.
I was like,
As
are you going to eat them, or can you eat them because you've eaten this person? And then I also don't understand.
eat him?
Well, yeah, and then but then I don't understand. Does he actually eat them?
Or does he kill them? Or
Because they're all floating.
yeah,
You
float too.
You float too,
Georgie.
you
The
float
amount of memes online of you float too.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have Facebook anymore.
So I would love that. And Twitter. Twitter bugs me, especially with wrestling. You have no idea.
I have Twitter.
Because people just think they know everything about wrestling when they don't. And then they tweet things, and I'm reading it and going, oh,
Well,
but I need it
tweet
for the podcast.
Retweet back.
I need it for the podcast. I need it to
Yeah,
promote.
it's good to have.
A group of bullied kids band together when a shape-shifting demon, taking the appearance of a clown, begins hunting children.
Mm-hmm.
That's the synopsis.
All right. Okay. So the demon is now come back as a clown.
As a clown.
But before it comes back every 27 years, it was different things,
Yes.
terrorizing different people.
Which I thought was quite cool. And because in the original one, it's the two parts. The first part is the kids, and the second part is 27 years later.
Oh, and that'll be the next movie.
So I'm assuming that will come out. It 2.
It too.
Or It bigger.
To it.
It's bigger.
It's
back.
It's back.
If it's not called that,
TM.
make some money off that with a new business. Directed by Andy Muschietti.
Hey, I tell you who was going to play it. Me.
You, your scary face.
Oh,
It's called It Chapter 2. Got it.
Is it already announced?
Yes.
Jesus. That actor we were talking about with the eyebrows?
Will Poulter.
It was going to be him. He was cast as Pennywise,
To be fair, what a face for
but when they changed the director or something, he pulled out. I don't know do anymore.
And he did Detroit.
And he did Detroit
Oh,
instead.
so good. That was great. The other night we watched the film called Rear Window, Hitchcock film. You know the way Alfred Hitchcock, you go, oh yeah, I love Hitchcock. And then you look at his collection and I've not seen any of these
them.
films.
What have I seen of his? Nothing.
Psycho, Vertigo.
No.
That meaning I thought he did like The Shining and Silence of the Lambs, and he didn't. Anyway, Rear Window, and basically what it is, it's a guy, it's James Stewart from It's a Wonderful Life, and he's got a broken leg, and all he can do is sit there on his wheelchair and look out the window all day, every day, and just kind of watch his neighbours and just try to not be bored. And he sees a murder through the window, and he can't do anything about it because he's in a wheelchair, and he's trying to convince folk that he did it, that this neighbour of his has murdered his wife.
His wife?
Or his partner, or whatever.
Right,
Right?
okay.
Not James Stewart's wife, but the guy's
okay.
wife. And there's a bit where James Stewart's partner manages to somehow get into this guy's apartment to try and find evidence, and she finds his wife's wedding ring. So obviously, if she's not got a wedding ring on, then she must be dead. So then the police come in and all this nonsense. The guy comes back. It's a big cluster, right? And then so they're kind of talking, and she's signaling to him because she knows that he's watching because he's watching from the window, and she's signaling. She's like, "Look, I've got the ring," and he's like, "Oh, good." And then the villain, the guy who they're accusing of murdering, sees her kind of point to someone, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he looks up at the camera, and he notices that he's been being watched by James Stewart from the other window. So it's like all revealed, like he's been caught. And it's like he just goes and he just looks up at the camera like at us, but we're as if in the place of James Stewart. And it was one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen. There was no scariness in it at all. It was just because it'd all been revealed. Like he'd been blown.
Right.
His cover's been blown.
And
He just looks up and it was like, oh, it was so scary. Like, you know the way when you're doing something you know you shouldn't be doing and you get caught and it's that feeling?
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Like cats.
It was like that, but through a film.
when they're in like
Cats.
in the cupboard and you go in and you see YouTube videos and they're like,
It's not a pigeon.
or
They
pigeons.
go, don't they? They get caught and they fly away.
Well, it's hard to catch a pigeon because they can like turn their head and see
Yeah,
you.
exactly. But anyway, so I watched that's great. I recommend that. Check that out. Rear Window.
Okay.
Was good. Hitchcock film. I'm gonna need to watch more Hitchcock stuff. He was good. But other than that, that's everything over the summer.
Yeah, I think so. I've not been great for movies. I'm gonna get better because I'm getting a Cineworld card.
Do you know what I watched for the first time?
What?
Groundhog Day.
Not seen it.
It was good.
Was it?
Really good. Watch it.
Should I watch it?
Also, The Terminator. Watched that for the first time. Still not seen Terminator 2, which is regarded as one of the best movies of all time for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, Terminator 2.
A sequel?
Judgment Day. Yes. It's like, you need to watch Terminator 2.
I mean, there's only a few sequels that are better than the prequels.
And what are they?
There's only a few sequels that are credible and amazing.
Empire Strikes Back.
There's one coming out soon.
And what's that?
Sequel.
Last Jedi?
No.
What?
The sequel to break all sequels.
What? I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
It Chapter 2.
No. Mamma Mia.
Oh, I see.
Here we go again.
When's that coming out?
Don't know. 2018.
It's Meryl, isn't it?
2018, I think. Yes.
Oh, man.
I'm so I've never been more excited for a money making prequel as I am about Mamma Mia 2. Here we go again.
Here we go again.
I know, it's just like, here we just try. It was such a success. Like,
Here we go again.
let's get all the old mums drunk in the theatre. I mean, but I can't wait. It's guilty pleasure. Not even guilty. Well, it kind of
But
is.
no, I know what you mean. But I've gotten to the point now where you call your guilty pleasures just because that's what they're called. I'm not guilty about loving High School
I'm
Musical.
not guilty.
High School Musical is my thing.
But by calling it a guilty pleasure, it seems like a
I'm
separate thing. It's like, well, I've got that as well.
yeah.
For when I'm...
You just kind of call it that. But I love High School Musical and all
Yeah,
things
and
like that.
I don't judge you for it.
I know you don't. I don't judge you for liking.
Mamma Mia.
It's a good film though. What's bad that you like?
Uh,
We did a Q&A on the show one time, and
yeah.
your guilty pleasure was Mamma Mia.
Was it Mamma Mia?
Maybe
No, was it?
It was, yeah.
No, I don't
Because you
think-
couldn't think of one, you were like, "Oh, fine, Mamma Mia."
Yeah, but Mamma Mia is generally regarded by musical theatre people as a bad film.
Why? Explain to me why.
I don't know. I just think it's got everything you need. Amazing actors. Meryl frickin' Streep.
Meryl.
Pierce Brosnan singing SOS is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Have you got a ghost?
That's my sister.
But yeah, it's got everything you need. And ABBA music. And I've already compiled a playlist of tunes I think they're going to have in the next one.
There's something we can quickly touch on before we finish.
Go on.
Music.
Music.
Because that's what we like to do, and it was just us. We like to talk about
Talk
music.
about
and
everything.
listen to. I've not seen any theatre. It's been shocking. Like I prefer the cinema to the theatre, so I go to the cinema.
Well, that's fair.
But people are like, "Oh, I went to the Cits tonight to see this," and I'm like, "Nope." I was going to go see Spring Awakening, but I didn't go.
I've seen Spring Awakening. That would be my theatre.
I'm going to go see Play Pie in a Pint more often
I've heard that's very good.
because that's a good idea.
That's
Songs
good.
I've been
Isn't
listening
it
to.
for a £5?
£10 or something, £7, £8, £9.
Is it?
£8. I don't know.
For play a pie and a pint.
You go, you watch a play, you get a pie and a pint.
Sounds so good.
It's a great idea. I only went once. I went with Becca Murphy.
Was it
one day.
good?
Yeah, but I like the experience more than the play. I've not really been listening to any specific things. I'm going to see my favourite band, Alter Bridge.
I've been listening to
I've not listened to anything.
Mac DeMarco recently.
Yeah, okay. I don't know him. I know who he is, but I don't.
Very chill.
Okay,
If you want to know chill. His latest album, This Old Dog, very, very chill.
cool.
Very cool guy. I like watching interviews of him. He's very...
You're an interview type of guy, aren't you? You watch interviews of lots of people.
They relax me, and I'm interested.
Yeah, that's
if I
fair.
like the music, I'm interested in that.
Of course.
Pure Comedy by Father John Misty is an album I've been listening to recently. I've not listened to the whole thing. I have listened to the whole thing, but it was sort of just in one sort of. I didn't really take it in. I've listened to certain tracks a lot. It's good lyrics. It's quite poignant. It's
Okay.
good. I like it. I don't know if you'd like it. It's why I'm being a bit like.
Okay. I'll give it a go.
But really give Mac DeMarco's latest album a go because it's very chill. Very chill. And that's the thing I've
Okay.
been... see when people... people would give me tunes to listen to. I go, oh, why'd you like it? Well, it's just so chill. And I'm like, why do you want? What does that mean? Why do you want that? I mean, some things can be chill, but I want to listen to music and be like, yeah. But now I kind of get this whole chill thing. It is good for like the car and when you listen to it, it's good too. I get it. It's chill. It's good.
It's chill.
What else have I listened? Do you know I did a drive back from Glasgow from Coatbridge the other day, and I just listened to the Sunshine on Leith soundtrack.
Really?
Why? Because I don't know. I just stuck it on.
Good for
the
you.
whole soundtrack.
Good for you.
It was really good.
Yeah,
I felt like it was in a musical. I've been listening to The War on Drugs.
Don't know it.
It's a band. I think you like it. They're it's like a mix between Bob Dylan and Tame Impala.
I've still not listened to Blossoms, which you recommended last time.
Oh, well, you know.
But I just know the tune because of you and sang it.
That's all you need to know. Okay. This is my song of the fortnight. Song of the year.
Okay.
It came out in 1960, but song of my year. It's called Il joua du piano début. It is French.
Nice.
And while I was in Paris this summer on holiday, I stuck on the radio, and this came on French radio, and it's a French pop song from the 1960s or 70s by France Gall, a pop artist, and
from France.
It is the one of the best pop tunes I've ever listened to. It is French, and I've not looked up what the lyrics mean because I like that I don't know. It's just
Okay.
French. It's like,
Nice.
I don't know what it means, but
Je découpe
j'ai de coupe piano debout. I don't know.
Bonjour.
I don't know. But
Do you know what Jack Hogg said the other day? Shout out to Jack Hogg. He was
Jack
like, I got a 1 in French. Oh really, Jack? Can you speak French? Yeah. Bonjour.
Yeah, bonjour. I was with Jack Hogg last night.
Oh yeah, lucky you.
We played tennis.
Oh, of course you did.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, Jack Hogg's been doing well recently.
I've been told that by some people too.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay, we want to talk about it on here.
They said you were struggling.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you really?
No.
Okay. I was like, what?
You just admitted it though.
I know. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Right, anyway, I think we're done here.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That was much longer than I
And I'm already
anticipated.
late to my 21st.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But thank you very much for making the trip.
It's alright.
I know there was not really any point to this episode, but it was nice to catch up.
It's nice to have a wee episode now
Yeah,
again with,
just to
with
chill.
the original co-host.
When's the next team coming up?
December.
December. That's not too long ago. Not along the way.
It's not that too long ago.
We'll try and do a.
We'll do the top 10 of the year.
We'll try and do a little episode, just two of us, and then we'll do top 10
Yeah.
of the year.
Plan.
Okay.
Why don't we do? Can it not just be us two? We'll do Star Wars.
I mean, yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, sure.
That'd be fun.
If you're here. But you know the amount of people who are going to ask me to come on for Star Wars? The amount of people who asked me to come on for it, and I was like, I'm not even doing an episode about it. And then we just fucking did. We just did it.
Why don't we? Well, if we can do a Star Wars episode maybe in the lead up to Christmas,
Okay.
between the 17th and the 25th.
Yeah, and then we'll do the top 10 first
After
week in January.
January.
Because I'm going to have an episode from New York with my sister, like I
Okay,
did
fair.
Tenerife,
Fair.
in that time frame.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. I'll see you then. I'll see you at Christmas.
that's a plan.
Thank you very
I'll
much.
be back. I'll be back.
See you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
If the weather continues, we are in for a lovely summer. The area is secure.
Are you all right?
Well, of course I'm all right. And what is that?
What?
Nothing.
Thank you so much to my brother from another mother, my brother who now lives in London, Aaron Dockard, for joining me today on the Good Bit podcast. Much appreciated. And I want to thank each and every single one of you for downloading today's episode on iTunes or streaming it on Podomatic or Podbean or maybe at a later date YouTube. So if you're listening to this on YouTube, hello, you're in the future. Maybe you've invented something that is not invented yet in the world. That was episode 27, a lovely movie catch-up for over the summertime and into the fall-autumn season. And I hope you all enjoyed listening to that episode. A big special thank you to Taped Live for our theme song, Seven Sounds. Really love it. It's on Spotify, of course, the whole EP. You can check them out on Spotify. Just search Taped Live, or of course 7 Sounds, for the official theme song of the Good Bit podcast, plus many more songs from the very first EP from Taped Live, my favourite band, and soon your favourite band. And again, follow us on Twitter at The Good Bit Pod. Follow me on Twitter at CM42TV. Follow Aaron on Twitter, Aaron_Dockard. Get us on Facebook at facebook.com/The Good Bit Podcast. Get us on Instagram at The Good Bit Pod, I think. And we are working on other things like websites and Patreon things and all that nonsense, but we'll get to that later on in the lifetime of the Good Bit podcast. So until then, thank you very much for listening. A very special episode is coming next, something that has been in the works for a while, something that we brought up on episode number 26. I'm sure you'll all find out when you all find out when it is released, because just remember, we're all in this together. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to this episode of the Good Bit Podcast. My name is Chris Moffat, and until next time, recognise.